else to go, trying to find all by design, feeling all this power, reckless and devour, traveling the sound, never backing down, wanting to find more. Wandering alone, nowhere else to go, trying to find all by feeling all this power, reckless and devour, traveling the sound, never backing down, wanting to find more.
ATAC forever!
Everlasting light, standing by your side. Take my hand tonight. You just can't deny. We will survive.
Oop. Off to a great start. And I have no idea why my lighting is so much darker. Literally don't even know. Oh, I think I do. I don't know that that helped. I don't know why I'm dark today. Also, you're gonna have to tell me about audio because I'm trying something new. So, am I quiet? Am I screaming? Please give me feedback now. Because of course I didn't do a test stream to see what the balance or anything was like, because that would make too much sense. Audio is great. It's a little quiet, but you can hear me. Okay, I can talk louder. I was just nervous I would be too loud. So I was kind of like backed off a little bit. So I'm using a standalone mic. So hopefully it should be clearer audio. Oh, bye Shannon, glad you could pop in for just a little bit. Yell and command the room. Yes, I can definitely talk louder and be closer. I just didn't want to start off screaming and then it's just too much. So do keep me posted on how things are sounding with the balance and everything. I actually got this out earlier because I wanted to... I'm not screaming. Okay, perfect. Oh. You know what we're gonna do? You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna take this little sucker and move it down here. Okay.
Rock and roll, dear.
So there at least it's not like on top of me. I really have no idea why my lighting is darker than normal. Really don't have an explanation. So sorry that I'm like very pink / orange right now. But, oh gosh, okay, yes. Show the Lilo. The Lilo is very intense, but exciting. Oh, I was saying I got this mic out earlier because I'm actually working on oh, come on! Wait, did someone... I wasn't watching. Did someone else redeem it, or did it not give you a cooldown? Because it should have had a cooldown. Anyways. Oh, Amy did it first. Okay. I was gonna say, how did you do it back to back? So I've been recording audio for my video on Sea of Darkness and the puzzles in that game. So hopefully I will be able to get that done today or tomorrow to be able to get that posted. I'll probably set it to go live Wednesday when I'm having my procedure, so you guys have something fun to do while I'm in the middle of that. But I thought this would give me better audio for that video, and I decided, why not just leave it out and try it for tonight, see how that goes, what I think, so we're gonna see. Yeah, and I got delayed coming over here because I was making hot chocolate, and it's already melted, but I put whipped cream on top and some salted caramel. What is it, Morgan? Are you trying to get my attention? You're missing... What is it you're missing right now, Ricky? You do what you gotta do. We'll be here when you come back. The toy mice. Harper threw it under the oven and crawled under there. Oh my word. Cozy stream. Yes. Yes, I've got my mug with the hot chocolate. Because I didn't want to make tea and then have to do an intermission to go have a bathroom break. But I thought the hot chocolate would be nice because I've been talking a lot with doing the recordings today, so hopefully I can, you know, help my voice a little bit. Jason's bringing pizza home. You're so excited. Ooh, I would be very excited too. Yes, exactly, Tori. I want to know what kind of pizza we're getting. All you could see was a tail. Oh no. When we first got Suki, she figured out how to get up inside the arm of our couch, and the arm of the couch was hollow, but it had these pieces of wood that were kind of offset, so it was like stairs, and so it wasn't just reach your arm in an opening and pull her out, but you had to like maneuver through all the wood and everything. It was awful trying to figure out how to like drag her back out of the arm of the couch. It was wild. So thankful they are not that small anymore, so they can't do anything like that. Thin crust Papa John's pepperoni. Sounds very good, very good. I personally love Domino's thin crust. That's probably my favorite thin crust. You're starving and you can't wait. I don't know what I'm doing for dinner yet tonight. I have a bunch of French toast left over, but I already had some today, so I probably shouldn't have more. But we will see how I'm feeling. So I hope you guys are all doing good tonight, and we need to get started. It's already 6:30. We're running behind. It's one of those days. Mr. Beat had to go out of town for work, and so it's been a wild day trying to take care of stuff around the house and get him packed and ready to go and all of that jazz. And then Mama Beat stopped by and dropped off some stuff from the farmer's market that she picked up for me. So Oh, how did he like Alibi and Ashes? I meant to post an update on that. I totally forgot. So he told me kind of last night what he thought when we finished it really late, but I actually asked him to kind of give me an answer on that, how he would rank it today after he'd kind of been able to sleep on it. And so he said basically he really liked it a lot. It's not top tier, so thinking of like a tier list, it's not S tier for him, but I think it would be probably A tier. So he ranked it similarly to like Curse of Blackmoor Manor for him. So not a favorite, but my latency is amazing. Well, I'm so glad to know that. I try. I have really good internet, but yeah, so that's basically what he said. So he really liked it a lot. He was trying to think. He didn't like the pacing in the end game, which I thought was pretty fair. And there was a couple puzzles that were not his favorite, but overall he really enjoyed it. He laughed a lot and seemed to have a good time. So I need special emojis, and it's just a bunch of beats. I mean, I have to get monetized on YouTube in order to have that, so I'm just saying. Biggest thing there, well, I mean, I need a lot of subscribers for that, but the watch hours, so if you guys want to play my videos on loop, I'm not going to complain. That certainly helps boost the watch hours. I need 3,000 to hit the first level of monetization, and I'm at like 93 or something like that. So I'll leave my TV on y'all's stream when I leave. So I think the only thing with when it comes to watch time and watch hours, it's all it doesn't count on live streams. It starts accruing once it's no longer live. But during the live stream, the time you spend watching it live does not count towards that specific metric. But as soon as it's not live anymore, like watching the replay, that does count. Or any of the posted content, that all counts. So anyway, so that's how that works. Basic SparkNotes version. But we need to stop getting very distracted and get into this. Amy says, I'm the same way. It's not a bad game. When I first played it, I thought it was super close to the end, or thought I was super close to the end of Ash, but there were a lot more to do. Yeah, the pacing's kind of weird at the end. You thought Goob and Jetpack had them before being monetized. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I'll try to ask somebody who knows things more than I do. I didn't think I could do that yet, but if I can, I will be all over that. Forgot to add when Nancy got out of jail. Yeah, so okay, so basically with the game, I went back in and I did play a bit more today, making sure things seemed like they were running smooth and all of that, so hopefully we shouldn't have any more issues. I think there was some glitch with my headphones being like partially unplugged that was making things glitch, and so ever since I unplugged and replugged them in, and I've got them plugged in on the front of my computer, so the cord is going less distance. Since then, I've not had that issue happen again, so hopefully we won't have issues. And if we do, this time I know unplug and replug things seems to help, so we will try that. But I did play a bit more because there was a lot of conversation with Jane and Mrs. Drake that we already did, that my save file was not backed up to that point, so I did catch up on some of that, but I tried to not
You're going to have to go dig.
I tried to not do anything additional that we hadn't done yet, and there's still a bit more that we have to catch up on, so let's go ahead and get started. But yeah, that should be where things are at. I'm gonna go ahead. Morgan, that's not a redemption item. It's just not. Like, I don't know what to tell you, but it's not an option. Okay. I was gonna say, for a second I thought there was no audio. Oh no. No! Why you gotta do this to me? My shortcuts are not working. See, I literally, I don't have an explanation. Well, okay, I think now something is wonky because of doing compatibility mode, but I don't know if I trust it to not run in that. So you're just gonna have to see my beautiful wallpaper. How do I talk? So, there's where we're at. Morgan, don't summon chaos. It should be redeemable and it's just me yelling at you. You recognize that wallpaper? Okay, how's audio sounding? How do I sound compared to the game music? Since, you know, I didn't test any of this to see what the balance was. Totally normal stream. I know, right, Johanna? I'm trying, guys. That's why I did that title. I'm like, last time I was like, you know, asking for the chaos. I was like, we're gonna have a chaotic stream, bring on the chaos, you know, yada yada with all my titles, and then everything went to crap. So this time I'm like, we are not doing that again. It's gonna be a totally normal stream. So
no glow stick for you.
No normal bad. Well, I would like to have good chaos, not everything's not functional chaos. Oh, I didn't mean to leave the alert box down there. That just is what it is. Also, I feel like I have to sneeze. Ah! Oh no, I pushed my mic over. I didn't have an easy way to mute the microphone, so I was trying not to blow out your eardrums. You wanted to redeem all the curse stuff I have. That's fair. Lilo practically throws the beat. Okay, so we're in Jane's room. I think we've already done most of the talking to her. Yes, I should add an Ethel jump scare redeemable. And either, I don't know which one it should be. Maybe the one where she's like slipping past you through the doorway. So there's that. I don't think I
gave that to me when I was in the library once.
I was gonna say I don't think I looked at anything in her room really.
I'm too smart to believe in that sort of stuff.
That's nice. I love this character so much. Paliki Vadas. Paliki? Wiki Tiki, no. Paliki Vadas. I don't know how you say it. I don't know if I understand this picture. Was it supposed to be... Oh yeah, it was like the behaving violently thing, I guess. I don't know. It feels like a very random picture. So now we get her information.
This phone number just might come in handy.
I don't know that I knew you could click on it like that. When we get to meet, can we create redeemables? I mean, I have zero complaints with that. Include Nancy's reaction when doing the Ethel jump scare. You love the shimmy by. More than the poor vanish into thin air, but that's also great. I don't... I don't know who's sending me hearts, but I have a feeling it's Morgan. Whoever it is, thank you for the hearts. Okay, I don't know why I was thinking of this the other day, but I was thinking about the fact that... Oh, it was when... Gee, I wonder how I knew Morgan. I guess it was when we were talking about the staircase outside of her room blocking her in the room, and I was wondering if the windows in her room opened, because that seemed like a fire code issue. I do feel the chaos, Morgan. It is already more chaotic just from you being here.
That's my family tree. Ask me anything about anyone. Go on, ask me.
So, I don't know if I've necessarily cleared this with Mr. Beat, but I would love to find names from just this game in general, but also specifically the Penvillain family tree as names for our chickens. Ooh, the pizza's here. Nice. Enjoy your pizza. Very exciting stuff. New second chance catching Jane's room on fire while she's locked in. Oh my word. Not this. Can do hearts on the mobile app. I don't see it on the web version. Yeah, I don't know about doing it on the web version. Who is it?
Were Cassandra and Hector twins?
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh. Cassandra was totally obsessed with
Lawn
tennis and
tennis.
was one of the first people in England to have a court installed at her home.
So I
Hector
need to
was the
go
first
through
ball boy.
and listen to all of these, like the info about the characters for deciding on what
Who was
names I want to
Cynthia?
use.
I don't know. I'm kind of tired right now.
Tell me about Obadiah.
He lived in the US for most of his life and married this weird woman named Eustacia. She's still alive and sometimes calls us.
Wait,
She's totally
Eustacia Andropov? What? Okay, that's wild. She asked you one question, Jane. Literally. Wow, I don't know that I caught that before. That's a good one.
What did Sophia do?
She was a big collector of impressionist artwork, but most of it was
Who is
destroyed in
it?
fire.
There's one of the characters who was a nun. I can't remember who that was. And I think Isabel, I think she basically adopted Richard. I think. No. Or say it the way around. Wasn't it Isabel that did something with...
Tell me about Brigitte,
I want to know about
the
these.
one born in 1759.
She never married and was bonkers for astronomy. She adopted her sister's son, Richard.
Yeah, I
who later
forgot,
got killed
because
at
this
Waterloo.
is... So, I don't know if this is a continuity error or what, but technically the Bridget, like Bridget with her eyes so bright and all that we know and love and talk about, her name's technically Brigitte. And then is
Tell
this...
me about Brigitte, the one
Oh,
who
she
was
calls
born
this
in
one
the
Brigitte
17th
too.
century.
I thought
She
one
was
of them
absolutely mad about
was
cricket,
called
the game, not the insect.
Br
She
Bridget
actually
and
saw
one
the
was
first cricket match in
Brigitte.
1744.
But apparently they're both
Prisoner,
Brigitte,
though, I
and
can't
neither one is
stand
Bridget.
the sport.
It's all very confusing.
Who was born in 1763.
That was Isabel. She wrote many letters about the French Revolution and actually saw Marat's dead body in the bathtub. Talk about gross!
Tell me
There's-
about Richard.
He died
There's
in Waterloo
something.
fighting against Napoleon.
Yeah, I knew he died at Waterloo. But I thought there was... Well, the song said Brigitte. Brigitte with her eyes so bright. It doesn't say Bridget, it says Brigitte. It's just enunciated weird.
Who was Virginie?
She was married to the Duke of Barrowbold and died in the Great Fire of London.
We're gonna have to look for the writings, like the journal notes somewhere, that talk about there being something. There's something with Brigitte and Isabel. I can't remember what the deal was. There was drama. Depends on the accent. I was saying that saying out, old and, I don't know what you're trying to say there. In British is Brigitte, but the song is Bridget because some words don't get sounded the same. Oh, like you pronounce things differently when you sing. Yeah, there is that, but it does sound like she's saying Brigitte with her eyes so bright, which is still Brigitte. It's just a slightly different enunciation.
Who's this?
That's my mum, my real mum. She's an opera singer. It's not like she's famous or anything.
There's
but
one
she
where Jane
does
says she
live in
died as a baby,
Paris.
but really lived to be 53. Interesting.
What is this
Aw.
book?
Don't know really.
I was hoping we
Ethel
could take
gave it
the
to me. She said it belonged to my grandfather.
take the mints.
Do you think Brady Armstrong is cute?
Oh, I did no. Oh, I guess I didn't do it. Okay, we're gonna try to get the Easter egg, but I'm saving the game before we do it this time. That's for sure. Also, I don't know about anyone else, but I didn't understand anything about this book and just thought it was a
cup seems to be associated with a Roman numeral.
just thought it was a random Easter egg or something when I first played the game. So yeah, I didn't understand any of that till I was an adult. I think it's always been Brigitte. Yeah, now I feel very out of the know.
Way back in like the 1500s. When I read it, it seemed really familiar.
It's all good, Ricky. It just doesn't help that I also have a bit of dyslexia, so sometimes I'm just struggling trying to read stuff anyway.
Brady Armstrong, so dreamy, total hottie.
Right.
Looks like you're learning some interesting stuff.
Bet you wouldn't say that if you were the one who had to learn it.
Uh-huh. Okay. So we're gonna... let's save it as it's working and be cautiously optimistic. Just listen to Ethel and Jane's solo versions. Neither of them sing Brigitte the same way. That doesn't surprise me. Also, it's very interesting. You didn't see last week's stream. Amy, you missed out on a real experience. This time, we saved the game, and I'm using a different mic. So hopefully we're not girl bossing too close to the sun this time. Oh, that's interesting, Tori. You can do it. I'm trying. We are trying. Hopefully it doesn't crash the game doing it again. So we're gonna save much more frequently this time. No, go away, software update. I don't want you. We did it. Wait. Okay, we did it. We did it. So we have the thing now. Okay, let's save the game. Hallelujah. Okay. So we did the thing. Oh, let me turn around here. So I'm pretty sure... So I have a bunch of vinyls that I got that are from the turn of the last century. And Morgan, not this. And I'm pretty sure I have one or two that are from Madame Butterfly. I also got some from, like, I don't think I have... There might be one from Aida. I don't think there... Oh, no, I think I have one from The Ring. I might have one of those. And I got La Boheme, Carmen, Rigoletto, a number of, like, really famous operas, so it's actually pretty cool.
Hi, Nancy.
I should get going.
Come back soon.
We already talked to you about everything. So let's go try to... if I could focus on the door. Also, does anyone else get freaked out by the eyes on the door that blink sometimes? Like that! It freaks me out. I don't know why it does it. I don't like it. Oh, I did go back. So I did the plant puzzle. I think. Yeah, and then... But we need to go talk to Mrs. Drake. We might not have talked to Linda yet. I can't remember. So, reverse psychology made it not crash. Yeah,
oh,
so...
You startled me. You must be Nancy. I'm Jane's tutor, Ethel.
Hi. Hello. Oh, my word.
Hello, Ethel.
Jane is very excited.
Why
you're
are
visiting.
you so
You're all
loud?
she's talked about for the past week.
That right there needs to be redeemable. Morgan. Disappointed sounds. Oh my gosh.
I saw Jane's lesson schedule. That's quite an unusual list of subjects.
Yes, well. I'm sorry, but I'm in a bit of a rush. I need to go over some things with Jane.
Why are you so
I
loud?
guess I'll be going then.
And why are you
Cross again, I'm sure.
why couldn't you ask Nancy to move out of the door? Or literally anything other than that? It's terrible. Why doesn't Nancy get out of her way? Exactly. The really weird thing is that doesn't necessarily... Yeah, Ethel is so creepy. That doesn't necessarily happen the first time you leave Jane's room. Apparently some people, it doesn't happen then, and it happens at some random point later after they've left her room like 2 or 3 times. And so, I don't know what the deal is with that, because I thought that one was hard-coded to be connected to, the first time. First time you leave the room. Bye, Maggie. I hope you have a good night. Cutting out a lot. Tori says not cutting out. If we could get more than 2 opinions to know which one is true, that would be lovely. I feel like I either saw a playthrough or replayed the game myself where that happened. I'm not cutting out for you either. Okay, hopefully it's just an internet issue on Ricky's end. You could try watching the stream in a lower quality, potentially. See if that makes it smoother. No cutting out here either. Thanks for that, Maggie. Oh, that's weird, Ricky. I was gonna say, please tell me if y'all can't hear anything I'm saying.
Yes?
The picture book in Jane's room. Do you know much about its history?
My brother Alan found it somewhere in the house. He was quite fascinated by it, but he'd never let me look at it.
I'm concerned about that thing I saw outside.
It was purely your imagination, unless you saw a stray dog. But I will not countenance any histrionics about this
Maybe
issue.
Ricky's running the microwave.
With Linda. And please do not get any ideas about going outside to investigate. I do not want you tracking mud all over this house.
Can you hear me better now, Ricky? Is that doing any better for you?
What was your brother Alan like?
He was quite remarkable.
What?
He taught linguistics and computer science and won many prestigious awards. He loved
What's happening?
games, especially
Things are
pranks,
definitely better.
and was forever tinkering with this and that.
You're driving to get some groceries.
Sometimes, but now
Well, please
he's gone.
drive safely,
He died
Morgan.
a month after my husband passed away, and ever since I've been here all
No
alone,
microwaves here.
until Hugh came back from the United States, that is.
This conservatory is very beautiful. But why isn't there any water in the well?
I'm not quite sure. We never really used it, but it was always full of water.
What do you mean you never
That
really
is until
used
my
it?
brother died.
You didn't
Then
use it to water
it
all these
just dried
plants?
up. Most of these
That doesn't make
plants
any
were brought
sense.
over by my grandfather. He was quite the adventurer. I remember when he brought back Lulu from the Amazon. At first, Mother wouldn't allow us to play with it because it had picked up too many unsuitable words from sailors. But it gradually learned proper manners.
Who is Lulu?
Lulu is a very old parrot. She must be over 80 years old.
Ooh,
Please be
Tori, that
very
sounds
careful with her,
amazing.
especially if you feed
I would
her.
love to
Parrots
see
have quite
a
delicate
remake of
constitutions.
Clue that's just like, is Blackmoor Manor.
Do you believe that Blackmoor Manor is haunted?
No, of course not. I've lived here for many, many years, and I can tell you without a doubt that absolutely no ghosts walk these halls. An
Well, they wouldn't
occasional
walk, they would
creak
float.
Here and there, yes, but no ghosts. But I do sometimes wonder if those who have passed away remain with us, lingering on.
Alright, you
I
heard
miss
her,
my
guys.
brother terribly,
No one
and
misbehave
I
while Morgan's
sometimes
driving.
wonder if he is in some way still here.
I managed to get all those seedlings back in the box.
Wonderful. And I managed to...
Gosh. Yeah, I meant to put that in the top right corner, but
Goodbye.
The pleasure is all
it's
mine,
fine.
child.
It's all fine.
Why, look! Another shoot! What a good philodendron you are! Who's hungry? Who's ready for some nummies?
So
Did you say something, Mrs. Drake?
Not to you, dear.
I don't remember that philodendron line before, but I love that I actually know what that is now. We're gonna... Sorry to like save constantly, but I don't want to have to redo like 400 layers of dialogue should something happen. Should something happen, that's definitely not going to happen. Oh, we need to order... Or did I already order food? I don't remember if I already ordered food. I don't think we've talked to Nigel
That
yet.
must be the food I
Ah!
ordered. This smells delicious.
Ah, I hate the sound it makes. Also, Nancy, you don't need more butter.
I'm stuffed.
Wait, is the... Yeah, the telescope's in here. So we can use this now. Your daughter was hiding in your closet. Oh dear.
Cool.
Whoa.
There are symbols in that mural that I couldn't see before.
I don't know why, but I was not expecting it to move like that. Okay. I meant to grab a notepad and a pen. So we're gonna make notes on my phone, because I didn't do that. So one sad and 2 parrot. 3 is the liar. I'm assuming that's what it is. No, not lyrics. And 4 was the flute thingy. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Not this. Okay. And then 5 is happy. Okay. And we have the crank, so we should be able to go do that puzzle now. I don't know why, I was just slightly scared to go out of my room because I thought Ethel was gonna be there, which makes 0 sense. Time to get cranky. Exactly.
Those symbols look familiar.
Let me scoot my iPad over so I can actually see everything. Okay, so we're going sad, parrot, liar, flute, happy. There we go.
Maybe she'll give that to me if I win.
I don't know if I asked this question last time, but what are people's thoughts on this game in the chat? Let's see. Oh, nice, Tori. You know, I like crossword puzzles a lot, but I don't solve them very often. But whenever I do, I enjoy them. So I should give that a try some more. Oh, not... Sorry, I should have specified. I don't mean this... I don't mean the Betty game. I mean Curse of Blackmoor Manor. I should have been much more specific. Also, why am I not getting anywhere with this? No! Don't take my scrolls. finally. This. Cur the game is a favorite. It's definitely S tier for me. It's one of my favorites. This game can be so frustrating sometimes, though. I also wish there was background music during this game because it's so quiet right now. That's probably a bad decision. Oh, well, that worked. I'm just gonna get that. Yeah. I've definitely lost. I do like that in this game and Skull and Bones you only have to tie in order to win. Yeah. Oh, I think it automatically just started a new game. Well, that's handy. Nice. Oh, yes. Very nice. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. That's just not even okay. Get the parrots. I wish there was some background noise because this is so quiet. It's so quiet. That's one thing. I feel like there's a lot of points in some of the games, especially some of the older games. There's some points where it'll go like a long time without having any background music. Thank you for that, Tori. Helped my sanity a little bit. And so you'll go all this time without any background music or anything. It's just dead silent, and it's like very eerie almost, because you're like, why is it so quiet right now? Doesn't make any sense. No. Oh, sag it. That's why I appreciate when Hugh turns his playlist on for streams. Yeah, I don't think I have an easy way to turn it on right now, or I would have done that. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So I think I've got this. You were listening to SCK original last night with no commentary, and it was really eerie. So you totally understand. Yeah, I could see that. Oh, I have this one. I'm just cranking it out now. I'm really beating her. So for those of you who have played this game before, what would you say is your favorite puzzle, and what would you say is the hardest puzzle in this game? Try to kind of limit spoilers a little bit, but I'm very curious to hear about that. Okay, let's go talk to Nigel. Gonna have to think on that. That's all good. Take your time. I need to save my game. Oh my word. Save it so we don't have to redo the thing with Betty. Okay.
Ah yes, are you here from the agency? It's about time.
No, I'm Nancy Drew, a friend
No.
of Linda's.
How do you do? I'm Nigel Mukherjee. I'm researching the Penvillen family, and Mrs. Drake has graciously opened the library for me. Nothing much has been written about the Penvillens. Until now.
Why do you think that is?
It might have something to do with their scandalous history. Or perhaps it has something to do with the family treasure.
Is that what you're going to write about?
I'm quite curious about their progenitor, Randolph the Red. He was a brilliant soldier in the 15th century. As a reward for his exemplary military service, he was given the land that surrounds this castle as well as the castle itself. Some say the source of his military strength was a strange stone. Of course, that's all legend, but it makes you wonder, doesn't it?
You said something before about a treasure?
For centuries,
think all
the
puzzles
Penvillens
are
have been
tough?
very secretive. Some believe they're protectors of a fabulous treasure, or of some dark secret. There are several
Yeah, I'm trying to think what I
skeletons
think is
rattling about in the Penvillen closet.
the
Take,
hardest
for
puzzle.
Example, Eleanor Penvillen, tried and convicted of witchcraft in 1650. Quite the height of the witch trials here in Essex. It was rumored that Cromwell arranged the conviction.
Cromwell?
Oliver Cromwell?
Favorite's
Ironsides?
probably the plant sorting.
I suppose they don't teach history any longer in the US. Lady Penvillen was a rather vocal critic
Trying to
of
think.
Cromwell's policies and helped many of his enemies flee the country. Whether she actually was a practitioner of witchcraft is unknown, although many visitors to the manor during her tenure reported hearing strange, ghostly bells. Some even saw phantom hands floating about the manor, tolling their charmed chimes.
I would probably say the key puzzle toward the end is probably one of the hardest puzzles in the game. I'm trying to think about what my favorite puzzle would be.
You mentioned some kind of scandal with the Penvillen family?
Well, having a family member burned as a witch can hardly be considered a mark of pride, I dare say. And then there's the whole business with the Blackmoor beast.
Blackmoor beast?
It's a story that's been told for generations out here. During the 1600s, many
Yeah,
of the
I don't know if I would
villagers
say that
had
counts
seen
either,
strange
Casey, but
beasts with
I'm gonna
red
say it
eyes
counts
and
because
giant
I
fangs
like that one a lot.
prowling
It's a lot of
moors. They
fun.
asked the mistress
Doing
of
the ghost
Blackmoor
hunt.
Manor, Eleanor Penvillen, to put a bounty on the beast's head. But, oddly enough, she not only refused, she forbade anyone from hunting the creature. It was rumored that the beast was Eleanor's husband, whom she had cursed for finding out too much about the Penvillen secret.
See, I don't really understand that unless Eleanor somehow had more than one husband that we just don't really know about. Because her husband was like a well-to-do, he was a count, right? From France. And I know he was a famous, or not famous, but he was a wealthy noble essentially from France. And so, like, he escaped off to France with their kids, or their son, at least. So, like, I don't know, unless they thought he was a werewolf and he could transition. I don't know how that's really a thing. But, you would say the Jane's door puzzle is probably the hardest. Oh yeah, the wind puzzle is a bit hard. I would definitely agree with that. You have a theory about... Wait, Casey, what is it you have a theory about? I would love to know. Suki, please stop moving around the keyboard. You'd probably say alchemy for the hardest. Yeah, I would say the alchemy is a bit challenging too.
When I was walking up to the house, I saw something with red eyes that called out to me.
Really? How extraordinary.
Casey, we are
Are you
all
sure it
ears.
wasn't
We
just
would
jet
love to
lag?
be
Positive.
guinea
and I heard
pigs
it
to
make
hear
this
about your
kind of
theory.
growling sound.
As it rises like
Perhaps
a
it was
magnificent
the cursed
souffle.
husband of Eleanor Penvillen, prowling about the moors in search of lost Yanks.
Very funny.
Oh, a theory about who the Blackmoor Beast is? Now I'm very curious. Suki, what are you doing? No, we don't need
Who
kitty
are all those
ASMR.
paintings of in the Great Hall?
Those are the
Yep.
Penvillans who owned Blackmoor Manor at one time or another.
Have you seen any ruins anywhere in the manor?
You mean like Norse runes? No, I haven't. I don't really know much about them anyway. Dead languages aren't really my bag.
I don't know if you want to spoil your theory or your video or whatever, Casey, but
I'll
we
let
would
you
love
get
to
back
hear
your
about it.
work.
Tally ho!
Oh, I guess I already looked at him. Okay, so we've talked to him. Let's save again, because that was a lot of conversation to get through. You can tell us as much or as little as you want to, Casey. I totally get that you want to make your own video about it. We don't want to steal your thunder. Oh, I can't remember if I talked to Linda. Surely I did.
I'm sorry to bother you again, but
Oh,
Jane
yeah,
told
yeah.
me about
Okay.
the lady in black.
What lady in
What's
black?
Suki?
Jane never said anything to me about a lady in black. That kid is so weird. I just don't get her.
Did you receive a note or something that's upset you?
I did receive something. But it's none of your concern. You can't help me, and that's that. I'm sorry.
Linda, you have to give me a chance. Everyone is so worried about you. If you just tell me what's happened, maybe I could help. Linda, I made a promise to your mother and I plan to keep it. I'm here for you when you need me.
Okay. So let me see here. Have we still not talked to Lulu yet? Oh my word.
Oh, it's just a parrot.
I don't know why my cat's staring off into the distance.
No, you didn't.
Did you?
What's your name?
Lolo, 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 Lolo.
Okay, I get the point. Lulu.
Lolo, 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 Lolo.
Do you by any chance know Latin?
Quiste rogabit, bene vidi vici, semper ubi sub ubi, morituri status.
I'll take that as a yes. Would you mind translating something for me?
Fire away.
Bruma?
The longest day of the year is solstitium, the summer solstice. The shortest day is Bruma.
Suki, I can't see the chat for your big head.
Equinoctium vernum is a spring equinox. Equinoctium autumnalis is a fall equinox. Day equals
Now that you're
night,
watching on your
Lulu's
laptop,
always right.
you think the voice audio
Bye,
could probably
bird.
be louder?
Bye-bye.
You can hear them, but the conversations are sounding pretty quiet compared to me. Okay, I can definitely... I'm gonna save first just in case that somehow breaks everything.
Dear Ned, greetings from jolly old England. Dear Ned.
Okay, let's try that and see how that does for you. Basically, your theory, if this cat would move, basically my theory is that the Blackmoor Beast is either Eleanor or her husband in disguise. Once I get a new computer, I'll make a video and go into more detail. I am very keen to hear about this theory. I mean, it would make sense if it was started by them as a rumor to
And the winner
keep,
is Lulu.
to keep people away, because since they were, you know, helping people that were on the run, and so they were keeping people away from the property, maybe. Like, I could see that making sense. Lulu and Joanna Riggs say the same Latin. I smell a Carter Connections video in that. I would love to see that as well. You can talk to Mrs. Drake about Lulu. I thought the conversation happened after you met the parrot. Yeah,
You're gonna need a bigger
one would think.
I need the key.
Oh, sorry, Casey. I didn't say anything. Nobody heard anything.
Hi, Nancy.
Do you think there's a treasure hidden around here?
I highly doubt it. I mean, if there were, wouldn't someone have already found it? When I asked Ethel about it, she said that it's the Penville name and heritage that should be treasured.
Ugh, I should get going.
Ta-ta.
Let's see. One thing I find very interesting in this game is that I feel like there's a lot of reflective surfaces. I don't really know why, but like there's the mirror behind us, the top of her bed is reflective, the chest is reflective. So a lot of reflections. Plus there's a ton of it here in Linda's room. Like, let's see, like that, stuff over here looks like it's reflective. This table's reflective. There's a mirror behind there. Yeah, it's interesting. I need the key. I mean, we all need Mystery of the Seven Keys, am I right? Okay. Let's look at our checklist here.
I'm finished with that. Check. I'm finished with that. I'm finished. Check. I'm finished with that.
There's a mosquito or something.
Can't check that off
Hopefully it's
yet.
just a gnat.
I'm finished with that. I haven't done that yet.
Okay, so
I'm
we need to get into the
finished
secret
with that.
passage. Oh, I'm sorry, that's probably loud.
Check.
Okay, so we need to... So is that the only thing on our list? Plus the columns? So we need to trigger getting into the hall down there. I already don't remember if I clicked on the lock to see if it was... We could open it? Well...
Goodbye.
Run along.
Okay. Back out we go. Let's see if we can talk to him, then we'll go back upstairs. Oop.
Hello, Nancy.
I'll
No.
let you get back to your work.
Tally ho.
Who's the pretty bird in the mirror?
I need the key.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. That's why she said she needs the key. Okay. Can we talk to Jane about it?
Hi, Nancy.
I should get going.
Ta-ta.
I'm missing something for how we... Oh, we need to call Palikivadas. That's what we need to do. Okay, let's go in our room and call her. Let's also order some food. Okay, we have our Pinky and Perky.
Boar's Head, this
We
is
should
Tommy.
probably go ahead and call
Hi,
Hugh
this
too.
is Nancy Drew. I'd like to order some food.
Sure, we've got some loop-de-loop bangers and mash, Pinky and Perky in a dog's eye, and they're all Robin Hood.
Let's do a
I'll
loop
have
de loop
some
this time.
Loop-de-loop.
Okay, one loop-de-loop. Uncle Fred and Johnny Rudder?
You bet.
All right then, we'll come round and leave it at your Rory. Baked potato.
Yeah, I think you're right, Tori, but we've got to trigger that. I'm thinking maybe we need to talk to Paliki first.
Hugh Penvillin here.
Hello, Mr. Penvillin. This is Nancy Drew. I'm the one who's visiting Linda. You know, from the United States, across the pond.
Yes, of course. Are you at Blackmoor?
Yes, I am, and I've talked to Linda.
Good for you, because frankly, that's something I've been quite unable to do lately. These temper tantrums of hers make rational discourse well nigh impossible.
She gets angry for no reason?
Absolutely none. We'll be talking on the phone about the weather or Jane's lessons or something equally innocuous, and suddenly she'll be bellowing at me and slamming the phone down.
There must be something that sets her off.
Do you know you can use the Easter egg on the phone?
I promise you,
Click on the egg, and while the egg is
her
on the
are
cursor,
totally
click on the bottom button on the phone. Yes, I have done that before, but I couldn't remember off the top of my head how to do that. I knew there was something to do with it, but I forgot what to do with it. But yes, I have done that before.
I understand that Mrs. Drake is your aunt?
Yes, Aunt Letitia. We're not very close, however. She's always been rather aloof, much more interested in being a Penvillain than a person, if you know what I mean.
Does Linda get along with her?
Whose voice was the prelude to Colin Baxter? I could see that. There's definitely some similarities in there.
6-month habitation clause.
The what?
According to the Penvillain rules of inheritance, the spouse of Blackmoor Manor's current owner, that would be Linda since I'm the current owner, the spouse of the current owner must reside in the manor for at least 6 months. Should she or he leave the manor before 6 months is up, ownership of 1/2 of the estate immediately passes to the next legal heir.
And that would be Mrs. Drake.
Correct.
I met your daughter Jane.
Quite the bundle of energy, isn't she?
I get the feeling that she's a little lonely.
I'm sure she is, what with a private tutor instead of school and Linda being under the weather. And coming back to Blackmoor no doubt reminds her of her real mother.
The fact you all keep referring to Renee as her real mother is probably also not helping. Is there a spider hanging down from my camera? The jerk. There is a spider on my camera. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Wait, why do I have a piece of tape here? Ah! Oh no. Oh no. Got the spider. Got the spider. Go over there. Stay over there. You think you really did play this one? Well, hi Dad. You probably have seen at least parts of this game, because I played this one a lot growing up.
Have you spent much time on your father's computer? The one that's in the library?
I dare say I've never touched it. Mathematics, computer science, linguistics, all the things that fascinated my scholarly father bored me to tears. He gave up on me quite early on. With Jane, however, it was a different story.
What do you mean?
From the day she was born, my father doted on her, far more than he ever doted on me. Read to her, bought her books, games. Truth be told, I was a bit jealous. He passed away when she was still a toddler, so it's unlikely she remembers all the attention he showered on her. But I do, and I still find it so out of character as to be mystifying.
Are you aware that those columns in the Great Hall can be opened up?
The columns in the Great Hall open up? Why on earth would they do that?
I'm not sure yet.
And more to the point, what do the columns in the Great Hall have to do with Linda?
I'm not sure about that either.
My mother-in-law's counting on you to find out what's wrong with Linda. I'm counting on you. Linda's counting on you.
This is a lot of pressure to put on
your... It was nice talking to you.
This is an extremely busy time
18-year-old, what, like, friend's neighbor?
I understand.
Good. Cheerio.
Or no, it's not. So Nancy isn't Nancy supposed to be neighbors with Linda's mom? Is that how that works? Am I remembering that right? Hi Hugh, thanks for giving me 2 minutes of your time. Do you still have Norwegians in your house? How are you guys doing tonight? You and my dad. I feel like someone else popped in too, I don't know. Is it this one? So we do.
Oh, Susanna,
yep.
Don't you cry for me.
Hello, Shorty.
With a banjo on my knee.
Oh, you have a slight headache? That's no fun, Casey. I'm sorry. Okay. So what was I doing? Okay, we've got to try to figure out how to trigger getting into the hall. The Norwegians are all gone. Heading to a friend's house for dinner in a couple minutes. That sounds fun.
Hi, Nancy.
I'm doing okay. It's been a bit of a
Come back soon.
chaotic day. But stream's been going well so far. No issues. I'm using a standalone mic, so hopefully my audio... excuse me, hopefully the audio quality is a bit better. Dad, I was not concerned about you having Norwegians at your house. Just throwing that out there.
Hi, Linda.
Nancy? I can't believe you're still here.
Ooh, okay.
I thought for sure that...
I think this is triggering
maybe
it.
you can help me.
I know I can help you. Just tell me what's wrong.
I haven't told
Curse being
anyone what I'm about
respectful
to
of the
tell
day
you.
you've already had.
Mostly because what
Apparently.
happened is all my fault.
I'm not going to
I should
complain.
have listened, but I didn't.
What's all your fault?
One day, after Hugh left for Rome, I inadvertently discovered a secret passageway. I started to explore.
The music just got so
and pretty
eerie.
Soon, I found this really old-looking message etched into the wall. When I read it, I realized it was some kind of ancient
Audio
curse.
quality sounds
I
fantastic.
tried to laugh it off, but it was
I'm
kind
not
of
gonna
unnerving.
complain then.
So I went back to
I
my
have,
room and found a note on my nightstand.
mic
and
I'm
on
using
it was
here.
written the exact same curse.
It's
That
one of
very
my
night,
husband's
I
mics.
started to feel strange. The curse has been coming true ever since.
Where is the secret passageway?
I can't tell you that. I've already caused my own doom. I won't do the same to you.
Can you tell me what this curse said?
I burned it as soon as I read it. I don't know why I bothered telling you this. You can't do anything for me. I should have listened, but I didn't. And now what's done is done.
How well do you get along with Jane?
I've been giving it the old college try, believe
Not
me.
that tonal
But she can
shift.
just be so strange sometimes.
Maybe she's just trying too hard to get you to like her.
That could be part of it, but she'll just do the oddest things. Like one night just after Hugh left, she came into my room and insisted I read a book to her.
That doesn't sound very odd to me.
The book was on monsters, vampires and werewolves and witches. I mean, what kind of little girl reads books like that? She fits right into this house, that's for sure.
I'll see you soon.
Goodbye.
Maybe your stepdaughter doesn't like you because you talk about her like she's some creepy freakazoid. I'm just saying. Ricky says, okay, I'm back. I finished cleaning the house, officially reclaimed the bedroom. Now I can focus and engage in the chat. And you can work on your video. That sounds good. Glad to have you back, Ricky. Alright. Goodbye, Hugh. Hope you have good evening and enjoy dinner with your friend. Okay, so now we can let's try.
I need the key. I need the key.
Can we okay, that's great.
Hi, Nancy.
There we
Do you
go.
know of any secret passageways in the manor?
I found one, but all it did was lead to this funny picture.
Do you think you could show me where the passageway is?
Wouldn't you rather play a game with me? I'm so bored.
If I play a game with you, will you tell me where the secret
Have there
passageway
been any
is?
cutscenes so far?
Okay. I got this at this really neat museum in the States. It's supposed to be an original Maya game, but don't worry.
I don't know that
You
we've
don't
had
have to,
any
like, kill
this time.
people or take their hearts out or anything. It's really easy to play.
Oh,
you roll
boy.
a corn and move your warrior the number of dots on the corn. If no dots, then you get to move 5 spaces. You get 2 turns, but you can pass on your second turn. You just keep on going down this track, and you can capture my person if you land on him. Whoever gets all the warriors wins. I'll be blue. Here we go.
Okay.
Your turn.
No!
Oopsie.
Bob Saget. This doesn't bode well.
Your turn.
Ha!
You have got to be joking me.
I pass.
Pass.
Your turn.
You've got to be
Another
joking
warrior
me.
bites the dust.
No!
Your turn.
Pass.
I pass.
Pass.
You can go.
Pass.
So a cutscene is where,
Your turn.
basically where there's video in the middle of the game, so
Your
you can't
turn.
control anything and you're just watching stuff happen.
I pass.
Your turn.
You can go.
Pass.
I pass.
Your turn.
Gotcha. I pass.
Pass.
I pass.
No.
Pass.
Okay.
Gotcha. I pass.
I have never focused so hard
Your turn.
in my life.
Your turn.
Oh, come on.
Pass.
Oh, come on.
Your turn.
You can go.
Your turn.
Did we ask
Pass.
favorite game to play with Jane in this game? No, I don't think we did ask that question. That is a good question to ask.
I pass.
Pass.
I think we might have possibly briefly talked about it
Your
last week.
turn.
Pass.
I think that was
Your
more...
turn.
I think we just had people vote on which game I
Pass.
should play with her. I don't think we actually...
Gotcha.
I don't think we actually talked about what's everyone's favorite.
You can go.
Pass.
Your turn.
No!
Ha! I won. Too bad. You lose. Do you want to play a game?
Sure.
Here we go.
Your turn.
Pass.
Inconceivable.
All right.
So, I would probably say... I don't know, I like Skull and Bones a lot.
You can
I
go.
also like Petroglyph Punch.
Your turn. Rats.
I pass.
Your turn.
You need to check in the VOD. I was super busy while watching last time. So watch again while you're traveling. That sounds great, Ricky. Hey, we always appreciate the watch time boost. So not
You can
complaining
go.
here.
You can go. Oh no.
Okay. I like the position we're in now. Let's see if we can bring it home.
You can go.
Pass.
We are definitely saving
can go.
after this. No!
Sorry.
Oh, sang it.
Your turn.
Pass.
Come on.
Rats.
Yes!
I win.
Okay. I found the secret passageway in the East Hall.
Most excellent.
That's the hall with the coat of arms on the door. But it's not a very exciting secret passageway. You're going to be totally bored. Wouldn't you rather play a game with me instead?
Honestly, no. No, I wouldn't.
The East Hall is locked. Do you know how I can get in it?
My great aunt took the key. She probably thought I'd break something in there. But I found another one. Here, you can keep it if you want.
You're going to have to go dig. I should get going.
Au revoir.
Oh. Okay. Oh, save the game. Save the game. Heavens to Betsy, save the game. Okay, we've saved the game. I'm gonna go ahead and call Paliki.
That must be the food I ordered.
Oh, I forgot we ordered food.
Ah, loop-de-loop, otherwise known as soup. I'm hungrier than I thought.
No. No.
That was really good.
Make it stop. Okay, let's order more food. Call Paliki, and then we'll go explore the passage.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew. I'd like to order some food.
Sure, we've got some loop-de-loop bangers and mash, Pinky and Perky and a dog's eye, and they're all Robin Hood.
Bangers and mash.
Rightio, Uncle Fred and Johnny Rudder.
You bet.
All right then, we'll come round and leave it at your Rory. Baked potato.
Okay. Now let's call Paliki.
This is Paliki.
Hi, my name is Nancy Drew. Could I ask you some questions about lycanthropy?
I'm sorry, I'm about to leave for a seminar and I'm very busy. Besides, I've written 2 books and 12 articles on the subject. If you have questions, perhaps you should try reading one of them.
I did. That's how I got your
I
number.
love Paliki.
Well, if you didn't understand something, I'm afraid I really don't have time to explain it to you.
I understood everything. It's just that I know someone who seems to be exhibiting some of the symptoms of lycanthropic
Lycanthropic metamorphosis? Well, that's different. Talk to me.
What do you consider to be the definitive signs that
The
someone is
sass, I
turning
love
into
it.
some kind of animal?
We love to see it.
Symptoms are relatively subtle. Dry mouth, fatigue, impaired vision, and reduced blood flow to the skin. Is this person pale?
Yes, but the really disturbing thing is, she won't let anyone see her. She just lies in bed all day behind
You
this
love this phone
curtain.
character? Me too, she's one of my favorites.
And at night, what does she do at night?
I can't be sure, but I do know that I saw something outside the night
I don't know the
arrived,
best way to
some
have
kind of
her come
animal.
back,
And when I asked
but
to see my friend, I was
I feel like
told
she'd
she
be a
was
really cool
unavailable.
character to see again.
This sounds very promising.
You don't really believe she's turning into some kind of creature, do you?
Young lady, I believe the human mind is capable of far more than we can ever imagine. Pale skin, dry mouth, fatigue. The human mind is perfectly capable of causing the body to exhibit such symptoms, if it is so motivated.
Are temper tantrums symptomatic of lycanthropy?
There are no hard and fast rules when it comes to lycanthropy, or almost anything else for that matter. But if someone believes that what they're changing into is irrational, or has a bad temper, then they will exhibit irrational, ill-tempered behavior, especially if this is contrary to their former nature.
What would motivate someone to turn into an animal?
Most lycanthropes are under a great deal of stress, due perhaps to the death of a loved one, marriage, divorce, a relocation, that sort of thing. They're emotionally vulnerable, which means they're particularly open to the power of suggestion.
Someone suggests they become a lycanthrope?
Not in so many words, of course. Somehow they get it in their head that they're destined to take another form. They see something, they read something, someone says something to them. Somehow they come to believe they're supposed to undergo a physical metamorphosis, and so, in their weakened psychological state, they do.
Do you think seeing an ancient curse would be enough to send someone, over the lycanthropic edge?
Absolutely. Of course, a person cannot morph into XYZ if that person has no idea what XYZ is. She has to have some prior knowledge of the creature she thinks she has been condemned to become. A book, a website, a movie, a play, a casual anecdote, any number of things could provide her subconscious brain with clues as to how she is to look, feel, and behave in her altered form.
Thanks for your time.
Good day.
I want to know why Nancy's phone case, ? Looks like tire tracks. That's what I want to know. Oh,
I'm can't check that off. Can't check
Wait,
that.
I do have that.
That's done.
Maybe it won't count until I open the door.
Felicity! The door! The door! The time has come.
Ta-da! Okay. Let's save, and then we are going to do the thing we learned about from the ghost puzzle. Ghost hunt? Ghost thingy? Ta-da!
Whee!
Okay.
The time has come for closing books.
Let's see.
The hands move.
I was gonna test my memory. I need to look at the thing again.
Behind the curtain.
Okay. There we go. I don't know why the dragon burps, but...
If I want to look around in there, I'm going to need a flashlight.
Alright, it's time for glow sticks.
So scary to think people can be looking about.
I couldn't even hear.
But
I couldn't even hear
shouldn't tell
Jane
anyone
over
about
that.
them either. If you do, they'll probably close them off and say they're too dangerous.
Do you have a flashlight?
A flashlight? Oh, Nancy, flashlight is an American term. In the UK, we call
Anyone
it a
else feel
torch.
like Jane's
I don't
eyes
have
are
one, but
really
I do
intimidating
have
and
a whole bunch of
scary?
glow sticks. If you want one, you have to play a game with me. That's the rule. This is a game I bought in Arizona. You have to make as many matches as possible. On your mark, get set, go!
Okay. Let's play. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. Y'all, that actually scared me so bad. Oh my word. Gosh, because I'm also like home alone right now because my husband's out of town for work. And I don't know why, but something about that sounded like it was in real life, not in the game. Oh my word. Not exactly making it easy for me to focus here. That was also startling. Morgan is driving and told me to annoy you.
Here's your
That
glow stick.
that checks
if this
out.
one goes out, I'll let you play for another one.
I should get going.
Ta-ta!
I wanted to do it earlier but missed your chance. Frosty's scream scared you too? That was stunning. Jane is that scary. Oh my gosh. It's blinking again. We're saving. I'm so paranoid after last week when I had to make up so much stuff. Okay. Oh no. There we go. Down we descend into the depths.
That doesn't look like a curse.
How would you know, Nancy? You haven't read it yet.
And a picture of a parrot. I wonder if Lulu has something to do with this.
So I'm gonna go ask Lulu for at least like the first couple of these. Then they get easier to guess. But the first ones don't make any sense.
Does the word barber mean anything to you?
What's the magic word?
Please?
Ding! Sorry, that is incorrect. Lulu, what magic word? Magic word, magic word, magic word. A deal's a deal.
The word annoying comes to mind.
Ding! Sorry, that is incorrect. Magic word, magic word, magic word. A deal's a deal.
Okay. I guess I'll go try to figure out what the magic word is.
Cheerio.
Okay, so we need to go ask Mrs. Drake about the magic word. The magic word, which is not actually one word, so that's a bit of a misnomer.
And how is my little purple tiger today?
Okay, and she's already talking to the plants. Let's go yell into the well.
Anyone down there?
Yeah, it is really
Anyone
amusing that Nancy and Lulu have the same voice actor.
Yes?
Do you know anything about Lulu's magic word?
Magic word? Oh, yes. You see, my brother and grandfather would play a word game with Lulu. I never understood how it was played, but they'd play for hours. Lulu would sometimes grow sullen and refuse to play the game anymore unless they told her that... Oh, what was it that they'd have to tell her? It's perched on the tip of my tongue. Ah, they had to tell Lulu that she was a very, very clever and beautiful bird.
Goodbye.
Good day.
Okay, let's go talk to Lulu again. Actually, let's go make a cake first.
Hi, Nancy.
I should get going.
Come back soon.
Not what I meant to do.
I used that to make cakes for Lulu the parrot. That's why the ingredients are so nasty. Like, I would eat mealworms. Aren't you glad we don't have to use that thing to cook our food?
I saw the kitchen. What happened to it?
I guess you could say I happened to it. But it was Ethel's fault. She inspired me to study the oxidation rates of different kinds
Now I
of
want
cookie
cookies.
doughs.
I need to
Only
make cookies.
My snickerdoodle experiment got away from me.
I want to make chocolate chip cookies. I might have to do that after this.
Do you mind if I make something?
Go right ahead.
I won't need the oven until I have something to bake.
Nancy. Okay,
Do you mind if I make something?
Go right ahead.
there we go. I'm gonna go lettuce some mealworms. Okay. Yeah, I would probably count that as a death scene and not as just a cut scene.
Top of the morning to you, matey.
I didn't know that she said that.
I know the magic word.
Magic word, magic word. What's the magic word?
Lulu is a very, very clever and beautiful bird.
Clever and beautiful. How true, clever and beautiful.
Easy, Lulu. You're hurting my ears.
So, what's your word?
Barber.
Please.
Yeah, I would probably agree with what Tori just said.
Bye, bird.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so leech. Okay. Picture. Yeah, I don't remember what picture is either.
Uh-oh, not good. Stay away, stay away.
What's not good?
Behind you. Don't look, don't look.
What's behind me?
Don't look, don't look.
Okay, I won't.
Nothing there. Fooled ya.
Does the word picture mean anything to you? You very, very clever and beautiful bird, you?
Cake first. Lulu hungry. Cake
Yep.
first. Cake first.
I knew she was gonna ask for a cake this time.
Cake, huh? All right, I'll see what I can do.
You're gonna need a bigger bowl. Hello.
Lulu want a yummy cake?
Cake. Lulu want cake.
Oh my gosh. Why is the crunching
Alright
so
then.
loud?
What does the word picture mean to you?
Picture? Book. Picture
Oh, yeah.
book.
Duh.
Any hint as to what the deal is with a bullseye I passed when I went down that slide?
Cricket has the ball. Cricket has the ball. Ready? Aim. Fire.
Bye, bird.
Lulu. You're gonna need a bigger bowl. And the winner is Lulu.
Okay. Crunch ASMR. Mama Beat says hi. She's in the kitchen finishing getting dinner ready. So you're gonna be eating soon. Sounds good. What are you guys having for dinner tonight? Okay. Oh, come on. Okay, baby. Ooh. Oh, I went past it. I went past it again! Bob Saget. Okay. I think it's Bonnet. Our glass. And so it's come on. Corn and lasagna. That sounds great. Casey's having leftover pizza. Sounds wonderful. I think Johanna is still lurking in here somewhere with her pizza. Alright. Let's save the game.
It looks like the rest of this grid is on the other side of the wall.
I don't remember for sure if that's right, but we're gonna leave it. And let's go talk to Linda about the fact we didn't see the curse.
Oh my
You gave me
goodness.
such a fright.
Gosh. What were you doing in there?
Guys. Why did that actually scare me? That actually really scared me. Oh my gosh. Oh my word. My heart is like beating out of my chest.
I was looking at the artifacts. They're quite
Oh
intriguing.
my word.
Oh, I see. Well, I didn't realize you were so interested in the treasures of Blackmoor.
It would not have scared me so much if the audio balancing was better. Because what threw me off is the fact that the game, it suddenly got really loud. So the volume was quieter and there wasn't any music or anything really. And then just suddenly there was like a maximum volume, like Ethel gasping or whatever in my headphones.
Do you think
And
there's treasure hidden
that
somewhere
was
in
so
the manor?
startling.
No, not
why
at
is
all.
she so
At least,
loud?
not the treasure you're probably thinking of. The Penvillans have lived here for centuries. The house resonates with their presence. Any hidden treasure in
Casey
Blackmoor
tried to do
would
the
be found
Frosty
in the
scream
family's
right at the same
history,
time.
in the Penvillans' passions.
You had
and
Redeem already
deeds.
and waiting. Wow. There's so many things you can ask her about, but like you can't ask her about all the things.
Have you seen the
It'd
book
be
in
interesting to
Jane's
hear
room
all of
called The
these
Mutus
dialogue
Liber?
lines.
Yes, the silent book. It's quite fascinating and very old. Jane's grandfather left it with me to give to her.
It almost seems as if it's telling some kind of story.
Yes, but a long-lost story whose meaning will probably never be understood.
They probably did make it louder on purpose, Ricky. Oh, we can't ask about all this.
What you're teaching Jane looks pretty rigorous, but interesting.
I believe young people need to have a well-rounded education and learn what every other Penvillan should know.
Do you know much about the Penvillan family history?
Only that they were a very well-respected and talented family. Many of my ancestors were tutors of some of the Penvillans, and I feel very honored to continue that tradition.
Some of her animations and stuff are a bit weird. And like, why does she keep doing this every time she answers a question?
Have you ever heard the legend about the Beast of Blackmoor?
Of course, everyone who grows up in these
she's doing
parts
it
knows
again.
it. But it's just a myth, one that unfortunately proved to be quite damaging to the Penvillans.
Damaging to the Penvillans?
Well, yes. Eleanor Penvillan was executed because the villagers believed that she had created the beast. Things cannot get much more damaging than that.
Well, I won't keep you any longer.
Goodbye, Nancy.
Anyway.
Can't check that off yet. That's done. That's done. I'm finished with that. That's done. I haven't done that yet.
Ricky, not this.
Can't check that off. Check.
This is a PG stream, so you can private message me if you have a comment to make that is not PG.
I'm finished with that.
Okay, so let's go talk to Linda, like I was trying to do before Ethel scared the crap out of me.
The winner is Lulu.
Is that Linda crying? Anyone else hear that?
Pretty bird in the mirror.
I don't remember hearing that before.
Linda, I found the secret passageway. Jane told me where it is, but I didn't see any curse in there.
How could you have missed it? It was right there, just waiting to be found. Wanting to be found. I can't believe how foolish I was. That stupid gargoyle. I hated how its evil eyes would stare at me whenever I walked to my room. So I moved it around, changed its position, kept fiddling with it. But when that secret door suddenly opened, I couldn't resist going in there.
Which gargoyle is this?
What do you mean, which gargoyle? I thought you said you found the secret passageway.
So there's more than one. Linda, I think someone's trying to scare you off. I think they thought you were getting too close to something that's hidden in this house.
You're right. I did get too close to something. That witch that was burned at the stake. She's cursed me, and she's probably cursed you too.
Yeah, Ricky, that is in a similar vein to what I expected to hear from you. And yeah, it's not very PG.
I'll see you soon.
Please.
You're not wrong, though. Okay. So now we know that is this gargoyle.
I'll bet that's the gargoyle Linda was talking about. And it looks just like the one in that painting I saw.
So let's go look at the painting of Corbin, right? And let's see. Yeah, let's talk to him.
Hello, Nancy.
What do you think of Ethel Bosny?
I think she's an odd lot, that one. She has no formal background in pedagogy or scholarship. I would be a much better influence on Jane were I her tutor, but Mrs. Drake insists on employing Ethel.
I'll let you get back to your work.
Ballet!
We need to be able to ask him about the coat of arms. But, I don't know how we trigger that.
I haven't done... Can't check that off till it's done.
Sorry. I'm sorry for the cough. Not trying to be terrifying. Wait a second. How does this even work? The conservatory's over here. And like there's openings of the conservatory behind this wall. But right here is where the slide is. So is the slide like going over the top of the conservatory? I am so confused trying to figure out how that even works. We have to move the gargoyle or Colin's picture. Yeah, I might have to go move the gargoyle and then it says I shouldn't move this without knowing what I'm doing or something. Let's go try to move it. See what happens.
Something tells me I better not mess with this until I know what I'm doing.
We might have to ask... Oh, here we go.
Who is the man in the Great Hall with the gargoyle?
That's Corbin Penvelin, born in 1670 and died in 1741, I believe. He was Eleanor's grandson and spent his life in France. It was rumored that he secretly returned to Blackmoor to continue his grandmother's experiments in the mystical arts.
Where can I find his coat of arms?
I didn't realize you were so interested in Penvelin history. I'd be happy to show you his coat of arms, but I'm in dire need of a typist. Perhaps, if you can help me out, I can find that which you seek.
It's a deal. What do you want me to do?
Perhaps first we should see how fast you type. This program will rate your speed. Just type the characters that appear on the screen. If you're good enough, I'll let you type up my memoirs, and then I'll let you see the coat of arms.
Oh. Oh no. I'm definitely not doing random keyboard mash because it's faster than my typing. Especially when I can't see the keyboard very well from my microphone. That's alright, Ricky. I hope you chillax a little bit and enjoy lurking some. Is that good enough?
Excellent! Now, here's what I'd like you to type up. These are my memoirs. I think you'll find them quite interesting.
These are the most boring
I was very,
memoirs
very
I've ever read
tiny.
in my life. Phew, done. Finally. I feel like I've been typing forever.
I'm saving before we have more cutscenes, just in case.
Nigel!
Here's
Nigel!
hoping. Okay. I don't get why this is just a text file. Like, why they couldn't pretend like it was his email and that's the only one you can see. Because it doesn't really make any sense. So wherever there's the red text, you can come back later and there's more stuff that's been added. Possibly in some other areas too. Yeah, that would have been cool, Casey. I agree with that. Alright, so there's that coat of arms. Are you guys ready for this?
No key without toil, no fire without oil.
I love how it's keeping the music from before.
No fire without oil. No key without toil, no fire without oil. No key without
What are they doing?
No fire without oil.
Oh yeah, my actions ensure that my name will endure. To the
Talk
end.
about epic cutscenes. Yeah, I mean, seriously. I remember being so freaked out by this cutscene when I was a kid. Like, my gosh.
That was a little creepy.
So
I did it
weird.
perfect that time, didn't I? Well, almost perfect.
You did very well. But remember, this must remain a secret. Do not discuss it with anyone.
Yes.
The cutscene from Secret of the Old Clock where it zooms in on Emily's face with her wide eyes and she tells you to shush at max volume, that's a pretty
Good night.
that's a pretty epic one too. Okay.
I haven't done. I'm finished with that. I haven't done that yet.
Okay.
Smells like oil.
I'm probably gonna try to go for a bit longer on the stream since I still had to make up some from last week. And I also want to make sure that it doesn't take us like 2 months to get through this game. Because I love this game, but that's too much. Okay, so it's 3 o'clock in the morning. So we can go ahead and go in here. So right. Nailed it. We gotta look here too.
I can see into Linda's room.
The sound is interesting there.
Only the blameless shall pass here. All others shall transform
You guys having
into
fun there?
beasts. Tooth and nail shall grow long, and hair shall turn coarse, till their aspect
What do we
be
think?
as
Does
loathsome as their cold hearts.
I think that's too
Prove
epic
thy
to not
worthiness
count as a
and
cutscene.
memorialize here the innocent one so wrongly condemned for saving lives. Else consider thyself right and truly cursed.
Oh, I did not make a picture of the runes. Oh no, don't pull up the gas app. I'm not trying to get gas right now. I'm trying to pull up the answer for this because I'm lazy. Could be an honorable mention. Yeah, I could see that too. Okay. Alright. Okay. Put it.
Oh
no.
Looks like it's time for another glow stick.
I don't know if you guys have ever done this, but one of my more recent playthroughs, for some reason I thought that it was just whenever you...
That must be the food I ordered.
Like when you
This
walk
smells
into the
delicious.
passageway and it tells you that your thing is about to run out. I thought then it was like however long you're down there, it works, but then when you leave, it's now dead and you have to go get another one. No, that's apparently not the case. If you keep walking, the lights will go out and
That hit the
you'll be
spot.
stuck and you like cannot escape. So if you don't have a save file to go back to, you're just screwed. Or, I mean, I guess you could probably use the cheat menu to fix it. You're so hungry. I am also quite hungry, Ricky. Let's just go to sleep until 2 p.m. Because I've got to go into, what's-her-face? Jane's room. Let's order more food.
Boar's Head, this is Tommy.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew. I'd like to order some food.
Sure, we've got some loop-de-loop bangers and mash, Pinky and Perky and a dog's eye, and they're all Robin Hood.
Can I have the dog's eye?
That'll make me Gooseberry right proud. Uncle Fred and Johnny Rudder?
You bet.
All right then, we'll come round and leave it at your Rory. Baked potato.
Okay. Oop. That's not what I wanted.
Hi, Nancy.
Could I get another glow stick?
Yes, but you know the rule. First, we have to play another game. On your mark, get set, go!
Alright. Ooh, I'm seeing several of those. Ooh, there's enough of these that I could do a 5-1. Ooh, there's enough of... Oh. Could do a 5-1 there, too. Okay. To you, a cutscene lasts long enough I feel like I'm now watching a scene in a movie, so if it's too short, it's just an animation to me. I could see that argument.
I should get going.
Ta-ta!
Let's go ahead and make a cake while we're in here.
Do you mind if I make something?
Go right ahead.
Have you played either of the Dossier games? I played the first one, I've not played the second Dossier game, so that's part of why I'm not minding too much missing the stream right now, because I, what am I doing? Oh yeah, I need to go this way. Because I'm wanting to play that one for the first time on stream. I did enjoy the first one pretty well. I'm not a huge fan of the mini games because they feel very similar, and
I can see into the library.
They feel similar, and they also they're, I don't know, like they're timed stacking games and stuff, so it just feels very repetitive. You haven't played either yet? You want to stream your lives first? Yeah, I feel that. That's basically my plan. So I think that's right, but that the other side is now messed up and I have to go back and fix it again. I think that's right.
Felicity, a dart!
That is alright, Amy. I hope you enjoy Kalina's stream.
Wow, looks like I won't be needing any more of Jane's glow sticks.
Oop. Okay. We gotta open the door first so
I'm at the bottom of the well.
So we can read the note that's down here. I did not see this note down here until I was an adult playing the games. Or at least much older. I think I might have been towards the end of high school. I think I was an adult though. My dear little Jane, just a quick note. Enclosed is what you requested. I hope it will help your guinea pig. It certainly helped me. All the best, Uncle Roger. Which, if you remember, Uncle Roger wore a toupee and had hair loss issues. So, hint hint wink wink.
This reminds me of that picture I saw in the Mutus Liber. I'm supposed to press the button under the blue triangles I want to move, then press the one under the group I want to move them to, until I wind up with a group of just 4 triangles.
This is... no. I am not getting this right. This is... I'm just doing the same thing over and over. You tried to get the note so many times, but you always solve the well puzzle before you can. Yeah, when I was younger, it never occurred to me to even try to open that door. I am just going in circles. Let's reset this. That's funny, Tori. Ah. Okay. Okay, so now I've got that. No, I did. Was so close the whole time. You hated that puzzle as a kid, Ricky. I can imagine that being the case.
If I open the door now, I'll flood the place.
The question is, should we try to conquer the moving room today, or should we save that for next time?
Check. I'm finished with that. I'm finished with that. I'm finished with that. That's done.
Trying to see what's left in our task list.
Can't check that off till it's done.
Oh, we need to do that. Let's do the thing on the slide. Try to get far enough to go talk to Nigel about the Ouroboros. Let's try to do that, and let's do that and do the slide, and then we can call it for tonight. And then we'll probably have part 3 next week to finish the rest of the game, because I'm sure I could finish it all next week. I mean, I could finish it tonight, but we're saving the game. Okay. I think I'm gonna do something risky here. I think I'm gonna go in and not just use the cheat, but I'm gonna go in and try to explain how this works too. So for people who struggle with the moving rooms, hopefully that will be helpful.
Oh my gosh, the room is moving!
So let's see. And I mean, I say that, but... And then, you know, watch me get totally lost. I think I have to get lost a bit in order to figure out where it is. There it is. Okay. Now we find the stone. So fun and interesting how non-linear this game is compared to others. My last replay I had almost everything I needed by the time I finally decided to go into the forge. Yeah, you can really do things in a lot of different ways in this game. So okay, so the gist of how this works. So you start off down at the triangle, and we're trying to get to the angel, and then both the little devil symbols are places where you'd fall down a hole and have a second chance scene. So there's this room that is the first room that we went into, and when we went through it, it did not move. And then we went into the second room right here, and it like rotated. And so if you so basically you have to be able to get through to the right side when it's open the right way. So like if you try to open the doors when there's this bar here, you just have a wall and you can't get in. And so you have to open and close the door, wait for things to turn, and then it will be turned a different way. So let's see if I can show you. So hopefully, so see there's a wall, so that's all we see. So close the door and things have turned. So now you can see it's turned where we could go through. So we can go ahead and go through there, but this room is not here. So we can go ahead and move to this portion, but we'll just be turning until this moves around here. Are we tracking with how this works so far? This puzzle really messed with me as a kid. You are not alone. I think it's one of the most like hated puzzles that there is. So let's look at the map again. So see, now it's turned. But we should be able... So we should be able to do this and now have the correct one, which granted we're gonna have to take a turn around again, but as you can see there's the one with the little horns or whatever that we first went in. And so now we can go in, and now if we look at our stone you can see we're in the room that moves around the perimeter. And so we're in the wrong spot, so if we go here, you can see there's the floor grate that we would fall through if we tried that. So let's close the door, but opening that door and closing it does not make the room move, only this door does. So we have to open and close that one. So now we're down here, so we'll need to do it 2 more times. So now we're here 1 more time and we'll be where we need to go. So then we can just turn around and walk out. Yep, as you can see we're there with the angel. So we can open it up and here we are.
Weird symbols. Maybe knowing what that snake symbol means will help me figure out what the others mean.
Thank you for that, Ricky. Okay, so we need to go ask about what the symbol means. But in the meantime, we walk in here, and then now the trick for doing it quickly is you can open and close the door on this side 2 times. So that's the door that doesn't make it move. This one does. So open and close, open and close. Now if we look at it, we are down at the triangle where we need to be, so we turn around and pop right back out. And there you go. I don't remember which side is which. So we're just gonna pick a way to leave, and it is what it is. Okay, so I picked the gargoyle one. Yeah, so Amy, what she means is the thumbs up button that's below my username when you pull up the video. So it's liking the video. But it's always easier to remember to like it when you're first watching the live stream instead of trying to go back and do it. Because I've been bad about that myself, so I always try to do it while I'm actually watching the stream, or like when I first pull it up. Because it does help us with the YouTube.
Check.
Okay, so let's go get that cricket ball and go down the slide. And I don't need the radioactive rock right now. Oh, it's down here.
I could try to hit the bullseye I saw when I went down that slide with a cricket ball.
Thank you, Amy. Greatly appreciate it. And thank you, Ricky, for reminding everyone. Oop, oop, okay.
Who's the pretty bird in the mirror?
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out. I'm gonna save the game. Because I don't want to have to go all the way back up the steps. I'm lazy like that. Okay. Nailed it. Okay.
I guess I should explain.
I see you did not heed my warning.
Why are you so loud?
I realize you're a very curious young woman.
Why have my
but
lights...
know this.
Why am I
These
blue
passageways can only lead to misfortune for the uninitiated.
Why
and
am
I am not
blue?
only speaking of physical peril.
Not this. Okay. I'm gonna try to add some more pink. I don't know why my lighting went totally blue and like darker. I don't know what's going on with my lighting today, honestly. It's so weird.
You seem to know an awful lot about these passageways. Why is that?
Nancy, I know you're a good person and mean well. And I understand you feel
Why
compelled
are
to
you
discover
so
what is
quiet?
happening to Linda. But
You're
I
loud.
also have certain duties which may conflict with yours. I will not interfere as long as I am prohibited from doing so, but know that the instant
Why
I
is she
receive the
staticky?
word, you will no longer be welcomed in Blackmoor. Good day.
Really makes it sound like she's part of like a secret society and has people like I don't know. Is that the one I got? Yeah, this is the one I got. So we still need to get that one, the knight's helmet, and Mercury's wand. I have no idea why my lighting is blue. Yes, I can tell that you're back, Morgan. It's very obvious. Yikes, Ethel caught me. She was not pleased. Okay, so I think... I'm sorry that it's happening right as you're getting back, Morgan. But I think we are going to call it a night. Let's do a couple phone calls and then we'll wrap it up.
Hello?
Hello, Mrs. Petroff. It's Nancy Drew.
What's happened? How's Linda?
She's fine. I mean, she's no worse, at least as far as I can tell.
That's good news, I suppose. What can I do for you?
Did Linda say anything to you about finding a secret passageway?
No. Linda told you she found a
It should only be 60 seconds,
Yes.
Morgan.
Do
Then
you
you
think she
should be
wasn't
able to do
telling
it
the
again.
truth?
I don't know. Given her fragile state of mind, what's true and what she thinks is true may well be two different things, that's all.
The good news is, I found a secret passageway too.
So Linda wasn't imagining things. That's encouraging.
The bad news is, I didn't see what Linda says she saw inside it.
Oh, and we're back to square one.
Okay. I turned on an additional light to see if that helps any. I'm at least less dark now, but I'm still very blue and washed out. I don't know why.
Did you meet Nigel Mukherjee when you were here?
Not really. Mrs. Drake told me who he was, but whenever I passed the library, he was always on his cell phone, talking as if he didn't want anyone to hear. You know, furtively.
Could you hear what he was saying?
Not a word. He was taking great pains to make sure he was not overheard. Say, you don't suppose he has something to do with what's been happening to Linda, do you?
I'm not sure yet. I'm still, you know, gathering facts.
I'd forgotten all about him until just now. He was up to something. I don't know what, but he was up to something.
Yeah, I guess you could call it mood lighting, Morgan. I don't know.
Goodbye, Mrs. Petroff.
I really don't know why
Thanks,
it's
Nancy.
changed so much. Is that Morgan spamming random emojis?
Hello?
Hi, Ned.
Hey, Nancy.
Just wanted to let you know I got here safely.
So how's Blackmoor Manor?
A little on the spooky side.
How's Mrs. Petrov's daughter?
A little on the spooky side.
Which means?
It's just very
It's not
strange.
very nice, Nancy.
She stays in bed hiding behind this curtain all day.
Do you have
You wish
any
there were
idea
more
what the deal
emojis.
is?
She thinks she's been cursed.
Cursed? What do you mean?
She saw this ancient curse in a secret passageway, and now she thinks it's coming true.
Yikes, that's kind of nuts.
Frankly, as creepy as this place is, I'm beginning to wonder.
I'm sorry,
But
there's
what'd the
not
curse say?
more emojis
She
for you,
refused to
Morgan.
tell me.
Sounds to me like you'd better give finding that out your top priority.
Linda's stepdaughter, Jane, she has this really weird picture book in her room.
What do you mean, a picture book?
I mean, pictures are all that's in this book. No words, just these strange hand-drawn images. And the book is old, like it's been around for centuries.
Drawings, huh? Maybe it's some kind of an ancient instruction manual. You know, for people who didn't know how to read.
Could be. When I asked her about it, Jane said her grandfather gave it to her. And then
what?
And then she changed the subject.
Sounds like that book may prove to be pretty important.
I think Linda may be turning into the Beast of Blackmoor.
The Beast of Blackmoor?
In the 17th century, Eleanor Penvellyn was rumored to have turned her husband into some kind of creature for discovering something that he shouldn't have. She was later executed for witchcraft. Anyway, while I was looking into her room through this peephole,
You were spying on her through a peephole?
Ned just calling her
Right,
out.
Sort of. Okay, so maybe I was. But the point is, I got a glimpse of her hand, and it was all hairy.
You're kidding me.
Frankly, it was pretty shocking. And if the rest of her is anything like her hand, well, it's no wonder she won't let anyone see her.
I'm sure there's a perfectly logical explanation. I have no idea what it could be, but I'm sure there is one.
I'll talk to you soon.
You'd better. Bye, Nance.
I love that, Morgan. That's so sweet. Can I go in here? I can still go in here.
Nancy, I'm so afraid. Someone just sent me this horrid message. Look at this.
This house is now mine, so of this be warned. Thou hast angered me and shall soon be gone.
Now look on the other side. That symbol is a real
You're going to have to
right
go
side
dig.
Up, it means
Some really
protection like a shield.
inconsistent
But there,
syntax,
it's upside
but
down.
whatever.
It means I'm in danger.
I wouldn't take this seriously, Jane. Someone in this house is up to no good, and I'm determined to find out who it is.
Where's the edge of her
Are
hair
you
glitching?
Really? I mean, none of these weird things started happening until you came to Blackmoor. How do I know it's not you who's behind all this?
Not Jane blaming us.
I think not. I don't think I can trust anyone right now. I wish I'd never
Oh
come
no,
back to this
Casey.
place. It's old and cold, and I hate it. And I hate...
You're scaring me.
I just don't want
Oh,
to
not
be
in
here.
this game.
I know you're upset, but
Every
please,
moment.
you have to trust me. I'm on your side.
Morgan, I think you missed some great moments with Ethel jump scaring me. So
I should get going.
you should probably ought to go back and watch that. What was the thing I was gonna look for the postcard. So we can see.
Love, Mom. Looks like Jane's real mother is in Italy, just like her father.
Why are you whispering like this, Nancy? Also, I was trying to read this to see if there's a date that it gives us. It's kind of hard to read. I don't know if that gives us a date, because I'm curious what's the date or like time of year this game is supposed to take place, because I have some guesses, but you need to learn how to make redeemables this week. I am absolutely all for helping you figure that out, Morgan. It's a great time.
That must be the food I ordered.
Perfect.
A meat pie. That dog's eye thing had me worried. Tommy's cooking is beginning to grow on me. That was really good.
Okay, so now let's have the conversation about Renee.
Hugh Penvellyn.
Can you do one
Hello,
of you
Mr.
yelling
Penvellyn. It's
at me
Nancy
yelling
Drew
at you?
again.
Yes, good to hear from you. I am
sure.
a bit pressed for time, however.
What do you know about the secret passageways here at Blackmoor?
Only only that they're hundreds of years old and are undoubtedly dangerously decayed. Jane has been ordered to stay out of them. Fortunately, it's highly doubtful she'll even figure out how to get in them.
How many passageways are there?
One or two, I suppose. I'm really not sure. I vaguely recall blundering into one when I was a child, but it was very dark and ended rather abruptly, and I found the whole experience to be rather unremarkable. When I told my father what I'd discovered, he merely shrugged, agreed that the passageways were dark, decrepit, and pointless, suggested that I stay out of them, and that was the end of it.
Are you the one who hired Ethel to be Jane's tutor?
No, that was my aunt's doing.
Mrs. Drake?
Yes, she absolutely insisted.
So Morgan, is your mom wanting to move somewhere kind of locally still, or is she wanting to move somewhere different? Like, is she wanting to move closer to
Her
you,
brother
or...?
being Alan, your father?
Yes, and I must say, I've been quite pleased with Ethel. She's a fine young woman, and Jane seems to enjoy her lessons, strange as they are.
What do you mean by strange?
Ethel demands that Jane study history, obscure history, Penvillin history. They discuss events that even I, as a direct descendant, find inconsequential, to say nothing of deadly dull.
Who's Uncle Roger?
That would be my ex-wife's brother.
Is
there something wrong with
him?
Other than the fact that he wears the most ill-fitting, worse-looking toupee that was ever created? No.
That sounds like
Why?
it would be a good
Just
thing,
curious.
Morgan, so she's closer to all of you.
What do you know about the Beast of Blackmoor?
Pure medieval fiction, the product of little minds in an era of dangerously little education. I have forbidden Ethel to so much as mention it to Jane. Where did you hear about it?
The man doing research in the library, Nigel Mukherjee?
Another of my aunt's ideas. The fact that the Penvillins have never had a book written about them has been a perpetual source of social embarrassment for her.
How long has he had access to the library?
For months now. Not that he's much of a bother. He's quiet as a church mouse, and he never seems to set foot out of the library. He was recommended by a friend, and he has assured us over and
So
over that
Nigel
the
is
book he
supposedly
publishes will
staying
cast
with
only a
them.
positive light upon the Penvillin
So
name.
he's
Although
been staying with them
countless
for
thinkers,
months?
I never have seen the contract he agreed to sign, which was to put that promise in writing.
Did Jane ever have a guinea pig?
Oh, yes. At least, I think it was a guinea pig. As I recall, it spent most of its life hiding under the shoebox Jane had put in its cage. It was black, I think. Harmless fellow. Utterly useless, of course.
I think it's very
but
interesting that
harmless.
he thinks it was
What
black.
happened to him?
It passed
Since
away
it was
a year or two
red.
ago. I told Jane she was feeding him too much, but... well, at least the little bloke died happy.
Did you know that Jane's mother is in Rome?
Renee is in Rome too? I knew she was traveling, but she neglected to tell me her itinerary. Fortunately, it's a big city, but thank you for the warning. Anything else?
It was nice talking to you.
Wish I could be of more help.
Okay. That's okay.
Please, just take it away.
But how can you expect to feel better if you don't eat properly?
And from now on, just bring me what I ask for.
A healthy digestive system cannot do without roughage, you know.
Yes, Mrs. Drake.
Interesting.
Where's my hubby? Ricky, I don't know what to tell you. Oh, that's interesting. We heard Mrs. Drake go into the
Looks like
conservatory or
some sort
something.
of charm.
Has anyone tried to look at what that says before? Yeah, we saw the hand, Morgan. So you can see on the replay.
Linda? Does Jane have a pet guinea pig?
Not that I know of. She may have had one at one time, but not since we've moved here from the States.
Is there anything I can get for you?
A well full of nice cold water sounds good.
You thought you made
My
it up.
mouth is so dry, and I always seem to be thirsty.
And I get so hungry. Ah, that part
You
is
should go.
so weird.
Why?
I said go! Now! Get out! Do you hear me? Get out!
Yeah, there's some stuff in this game that's kind of scary for kids, I would say. You completely misremembered the culprit. That's interesting. No spoilers in the chat, but reminds me of what you told me about what you used to think the ending of this game was. Whoever did Linda is an incredible voice actress. Yes, absolutely. I think I said something about that on my first stream. That is very interesting. Oh yeah, let's do the... I know I said we were getting off, but I want to go do the well puzzle. And I need to talk to Mrs. Drake.
Have you seen? The well is filled up again. It's very curious, but quite wonderful.
Why did you put that charm above Linda's door?
What? I fail to see why that is any of your concern. But if you must know, I was
That's
only
very
trying to
interesting,
help
Morgan. I would love to hear more
I'm
about
at
that
a loss
offline.
as to what to do about her. A complete loss. Sometimes extraordinary situations require extraordinary measures. I thought that perhaps a charm would help. Whatever it is that's plaguing that poor thing.
Do you have any idea why Hugh and his first wife got divorced?
Well, that is quite an inappropriate question. But since you asked, Hugh and Renee did not heed my advice and ended up marrying ever so young. Far too young. People grow in strange ways as they get older, and all too often they grow in different directions. Jane was inconsolable after the divorce, but she's responded quite well, especially after Hugh remarried.
Goodbye.
The pleasure is all mine, child.
Alright, let's go over here. Let's do the well puzzle.
It's a game based on that children's book John Penvellin wrote.
How? Literally, how? Your husband's almost home, so you gotta go. Love you too. Hope you have a good night. Enjoy having some time with the hubby before he's gone. Yeah, I know, I can't believe. We are saving it right now, that is for sure. Glad we're recording, because otherwise no one would have believed me that I got that. Can you play it? You can do it again. Wait, why couldn't you do it again, though? That's weird. I didn't know you could play it again after you beat it. Yeah, I remember you saying that you got it in one try too, not Ricky, Tori. Okay, let's go open up that thingy. So that means we only have one more column to open up? For funsies, yes. It's not Gorf, that's Granny. That's not Gorf. Okay, and on that note, I think we're going to actually save it and call it for the night. Yeah, can please. Okay. And I think I have to, yeah, because my shortcuts don't work. So after all that, I think that was unrelated. It was just compatibility mode is why it's not working. So I saved the game. I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and exit and whoop, swap over really quick. So I'll bring that over here. So thank you all for joining me tonight. This has been great. Totally normal. We managed to get through it without having too many issues. The only thing was the shortcuts, so for next time I will try to take it out of compatibility mode, see if that fixes that, so hopefully it will go a bit smoother in that regards, but glad we got through a lot of the games and that we'll be able to finish it next week. That's exciting because I did not want this one to drag on forever as much as I do love it, but there's also so many more games that I would love to play with you guys and that are going to be next on the docket, so in order to keep moving we have to finish this one. So tomorrow I am still planning to stream and do I've not totally decided what's next, Morgan. I will probably put a poll out for next week. But tomorrow I will be streaming, it's the plan unless something happens, for probably only 30 minutes to an hour. Planning to stream I Commissioned Some Bees and just play that game with some lo-fi, just super chill, because I will be having a procedure surgery-like test done on Wednesday. So I want to make sure I can get to bed early tomorrow night and get things taken care of. Am I still doing the connection like I did with Finn, Kerr, and Dan? Yeah, I don't know, because I kind of want to play a newer game since I've played 2 games that are older. So I would like to do a newer game. And so I was kind of debating between, I think, like Saw, was it Saw, Icicle Creek, Deadly Device, and there was one other one I was also debating. And now I'm blanking on which one it was. Oh, Labyrinth of Lies. So I think those were the 4 I was kind of debating. So we shall see. But yeah, I will put out a poll for next week on that. And I'll be streaming tomorrow night at 6 p.m. again for about 30 minutes to an hour, so it should be done by 7. And that will be on Twitch, playing I Commissioned Some Bees. And then this Saturday, time is, I think, to be determined still, is when the Stardew Valley duo stream is going to happen. And that is because Friday night is the Hamilton watch party with the Clue Crew. So if you are not connected with that yet and you want to be a part of that, let somebody know. Let me know. Ask somebody else, because it is in the new Discord channel, the Clue Crew Planning Committee Discord. We are going to be hosting a watch party in there for Hamilton on Friday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And so 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, I think, is right. So that is going to be a great time. Hope you can make it to that as well. And yeah, otherwise I will see you guys later. And let's see if I can